Hey guys, I'm Iron Eagle and this is my Int Faith build. Now there's two versions of this build that you're going to see in the clips, and the invasions move between them. So this is, we're in level 185, starting class was Vagabond, and I have a dual caster build, alternate caster build with 55 Faith, 55 Int, base strength and dex, and 13 arcane. And this version of the build, I've got the Golden Order seal in my right hand and the Prince of Death staff in my left hand, and I have Sword of Night and Flame as backup. And what I'm doing with that build is switching between incantations and sorceries each time I cast. So there's two reasons for doing that. One, I think it looks pretty cool, but secondly, it makes it a lot easier to keep track of which spells you're meant to be casting. So I like to open with range spells, so it could be something like Collapsing Stars, Flamefall Upon Them, Triple Rings of Light. And what I'm looking to do there is force some kind of reaction from the player. Ideally what I want them to do is to roll through those spells. If they cause damage, great, but really I want them to roll through the spells, because then I can hit the players with melee spells. And there's a few that combo really well into each other. So a Duelist Moonblade is good. But also, if you have Dragon Claw and Gavel of Heimer and only do the first input on each of those, you'll find they have really fast recovery times. So you can combo straight from Dragon Claw into Gavel of Heimer and then into something else. So hopefully I've staggered them with a melee spell, and then what I want to do is finish them off with an AoE spell. So Fortisac's Lightning Spear, for example, that has hyper armor as well, as do Gavel of Heimer and Dragon Claw. So you're not likely to get hit out of those attacks unless they've got like a two-handed Colossal. So that's really good. You could finish with Explosive Ghost Flame. Burn Out Flame, if you've got enough FP, you can burn through Unendurable Frenzy. You can try and grab them with Inescapable Frenzy. So there's all sorts of like really cool combos that you can do. So it's quite flashy, but it's just a really fun way to approach the duel or an invasion. The second version of the build is where I have a, say, Faith melee weapon in my right hand, and then I'm casting sorceries with my left, or the other way around. So I've got an Int weapon in my right hand and I'm casting incantations with my left. So these clips I'm using the Macallan Nightsword quite a lot because it's got a low strength and dex requirement. What I might also do is respec the build. So go up to 18 strength and 21 dex, because then I can use things like Death's Poker, Inseparable Sword, Golden Order Nightsword, which I really like. It's got a really great Ash of War. So that mixes up the build really well, just makes it fun and interesting to play. So the rest of the setup, the talismans I've got, I have Graven Mass and Flock Canvas to boost the spell damage. If I'm using a melee weapon, predominantly in my right hand, I might use Shard of Alexander. Because my dex is quite low, I've got Radigan's Icon to boost the casting speed, and then I've got Bulgoat Talisman, which with my armour takes me up to 83 poise. So I've got the Black Hood, I've got the Knight Cavalry chest piece, and then it's Lionel's armour for the rest. So yeah, that takes me up to 83. So because you're doing melee spells, you actually do need quite a bit of poise to make it work. So I've had quite a bit of joy with this in the Colosseum. So players tend to think that you're going to run out of spells, run out of FP. They get greedy, so they will run into those Faith combos. But it's useful to have a melee weapon just in case they play passively. The other thing I'll say about running this build at rune level 185, you do need obviously the intelligence and the Faith stats to have a wide selection of spells to choose from. But you also need a lot of mind and endurance as well to actually be able to cast all those spells and get through those combos. You can make it work. Rune level 150. Let's say you use Marika's Sword Seal, Scar Seal, whatever it is, to get extra mind, extra faith, extra int. But obviously you do get that damage penalty as well. So yeah, that's the build. I shall leave the stats up at the end of the video, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.